Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're talking about the madness. So I put up some more videos. I put up another video, and it's almost like clockwork, man. Almost like clockwork, dude. The people just come to it, and they're like super negative about AMD, and they're like super like I don't know, man. They don't even. The funny thing is like nobody even tells you like points like why it's better. They just say that AMD's trash and Nvidia's better. Dude, Nvidia bros are just like PlayStation guys. They're just like them. You can't like any other brand except for freaking Nvidia or PlayStation, dude. Well, I'll happen to tell you I very much enjoy Xbox and I very much enjoy AMD. I don't feel like I'm getting the freaking life sucked out of me by these brands when when I we'll go green for this one. I don't feel like I'm getting the life sucked out of me, or they're like turning me upside down and shaking all the change out of my pocket for these products that are, in my opinion, man, they're nothing super special. Nvidia graphics cards are nothing super special. PlayStation 5 is nothing super special. I mean, the Xbox and the 7900 XT, both good products, both get the job done. No freaking problem. I enjoy playing both of them. So I don't get it, man. Like I don't understand why people have to come and be so freaking negative. You want to like conversate with me. But I mean coming and like just being ignorant and like trying to I kind of almost feel like you like these guys are coming and they're trying to either discredit me or put me down or trying to you know, just be super negative so I'll quit talking about it. Well, I'm not going to quit talking about AMD. I'm not going to quit talking about Xbox. if you need a place to call your own, go run over to any one of the many Nvidia and PlayStation people that sit there and talk about these products all day long like they're the golden like they're the world's next best thing, dude. Yeah, Nvidia, bro, it is not like I don't care about Nvidia no more. And the fanboys that like keep coming and like spewing their nonsense, it really just pushes me further and further away from Nvidia. I want no part of that, dude. Like I really want no part of that. I don't care. The more you guys come and try to degrade me and my channel and what I like, the more it pushes me further and further and further away from Nvidia, man. Like I could care less if it plays one game a little bit better. When I've got so many other games that I like to enjoy that are far more consistent on there, on my AMD cards. They're consistent. And that's one thing I value more than a couple of cheap tricks that are gonna make one game a little bit better. You guys don't seem to understand that. Hey, bro, I got a 7600X, 64 gigabyte Trident Z5 Neo, but currently I'm not using any video card. 7600X, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I would go as high as a 7900 XT with the 7600X. Uh, maybe like a 7800 XT, bro, and just run it at 1440p. I think that'd be a solid 1440p setup. Because that 7600X, isn't that a six core processor? You got 64 gigs of Z5. I don't know, man. Maybe it depends. It depends. I know that my 5900X, even with the 7900 XT, I use ultra wide 34. Oh, okay. And you want the high refresh, huh? I just don't know. I'm not like super versed in like CPUs right now. Like I don't know if a six core is gonna be sufficient for that. It should be. I mean, I don't know. You might not get bottlenecked by that. Yeah, yeah. I guess as long as you're playing at 4K, long as you're playing at 4K, then yeah, I mean you're gonna have to really utilize the upscalers and stuff though. It just depends on the game too. Some games I'm getting like really high frame rate at 79 with the 7900 XT at 4K, and then some games I'm like barely able to hit like 40, so I have to use upscaling to push it over the limit. So yeah, dude. As long as I guess as long as you're not, I guess if your CPU, as long as you've got like higher refresh, yeah, I don't know. I might not be the best person to ask about that. Like I'm not like a computer freaking I'm not like a computer what are they called? Expert? I'm not an expert yet. I only have 6,000 subscribers, so I'm not an expert yet. You need more subscribers to become an expert from what I hear. I look at everybody on YouTube as an influencer. I don't look at anybody on YouTube as an expert. I really don't. I really don't, man. Like, yeah, dude, we're all a bunch of video game nerds that some of us are a little more hyperactive and energetic about it, and tend to get yeah, dude. I don't know. I think we're all just a bunch of fanboys creating our fanboy stuff. To be completely honest. Uh, Look, no experience, just and you got a good amount, bud. Yeah, I've got about 2 years with this, and I'll tell you, man, my first CPU was a 5800X, so that was an 8 core. Me personally, man, because I'm a content creator, I personally wouldn't shoot for a six core, just because, man, like I don't know. I don't know. I just yeah, I don't know. I do think that the most important things for your build should be a strong CPU and a motherboard, and then whatever I feel like a motherboard, CPU, power supply, RAM, all of that stuff is probably more important to splurge on than your graphics card, because you can always upgrade your graphics card as long as the rest of your system is solid. And that's kind of my basis on it now. That's kind of my starting point, man. I would go for the 5800X is a good CPU. The 5800X is good. That's what I had before. I'm not really getting a whole lot of upgrade with a 5900X, to be completely honest with you. It pretty much is the same. The biggest thing that I am noticing is like live streaming, all of that kind of stuff. It definitely helps having the extra cores for me. MLD market leader disease. Market leader disease. I know. They like suffering. Like DLS is like a DLSS has now become is like Sony's um what is it? Dumb loser simping simping session, bro. Oh gosh. SSD, you got the Sony sipping disease, and now you got like the delusional freaking we'll have to figure out a name for DLSS, bro, because it is a serious side effect of. That's why I went with the 13700K, my 7900 XT. It can do everything amazing. Nice, nice. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think it depends on use case. If you're gaming and gaming only, graphics card is the number one most important, with the CPU second. You have to plan for what games you'll play. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do that. You could build a whole system around a certain type of game. You could do that too. I mean, it just that's a good idea. Can you undervolt your card at all? My XTX will crash. Johnny, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I've kind of made up my mind that I'm not gonna try to do any of that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna try to undervolt it, or what's it called? I'm not gonna try to. Oh my gosh, what's it called? I'm not gonna try to like max it out or do any kind of stuff like that. I'm gonna use it stock. I see that you used an Nvidia card before. The only thing that make me want to go for an Nvidia card is that DLSS. Dude, Bugsy, after 84 days of having this AMD graphics card, the little bit of image quality that you get, it's going to be user case, bro. Like seriously, like I personally do not think it's worth the added cost after having the AMD card. Yeah, bro, it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. I will never buy an Nvidia graphics card for fucking magic, bro. I will never buy another Nvidia. I won't buy any of these graphics cards for magic. I will never do that again. Like I will never go in there and be like, oh yeah, well I guess Nvidia has better magic, so I'm going to buy an Nvidia card. Like I will never buy another card based on magic. I want lots of VRAM. I want a wider bus rate, and I want like those two things to me are more important. More VRAM, wider bus rate, and like more processing power, dude. I will never buy another graphics card based off of magic just because of the fact that like I got so comfortable using DLSS, and then when that failed me, when that failed to let me continue to game and enjoy the way I was previously from prior games, yeah, dude, no, I think that stuff is not a good reason to buy a card for. Period. Buy your card for rasterized power, dude. Buy your card for the amount of VRAM that you got. Buy your card for real tangible things that they used to sell you. You know, you get a lot of people. I get a lot of people always telling me about how amazing their 1080 cards were. I've got a neighbor down the street that still has a PC and he's rocking 1080. So oh my gosh, how did that get stuck under there? Oh, got a new strip of some green lights that I can put behind us. Yeah, dude, I personally do not believe that you should be buying graphics cards for the magic, especially right now with Nvidia out there, with Nvidia and all the influencers and everybody else, 100% like singing the praises about this technology. I don't know, man. To me, that just sounds like you are going to spend a lot of money on a hyped up feature that you're not going to be able to use on a whole lot of games right now, anyways. You know what I mean? My 7900 XT runs Cyberpunk fine. I could put it in native resolution, run it without any kind of upscaling over 60 frames. Well, yeah, it does. It makes perfect sense. PlayStation, yeah, they're both made by AMD, but PlayStation's out there trying to are they paying the same exact people to come by and keep up with their. I mean, like I can understand like somebody like coming by to the channel and being like watching my video and then voicing their opinion, you know, like one time, like I can understand that, but I mean like the constant like showing up to every single video, it's like wow, dude. Wow. I mean, obviously, if you don't agree with me, you've probably already quit watching my content. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, yeah, I don't like what these guys saying, man. You, you know what I mean? Like, and anybody else, like anybody else that I know that has a way to talk to me through back channels without being in the comment section on YouTube. Like, you guys know who you are. You know who you are. If you have a way to get in touch with me, like we talk back and forth, so this is not about you. I know who you are, but the people that are coming, like I don't see it, dude. 6700 XT PC2, it does Cyberpunk at 1440p. Yeah, exactly. You can run. I feel like I feel like we always hear about people always telling us that they're complaining about the if they're complaining about, man, we don't want developers to get lazy and start using these upscalers to sell us, you know, broken blah 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 products and stuff. Can we all just admit Xbox is the best? Xbox is the best. It's definitely, if I had to recommend a console right now, I recommend Xbox. 100%. I recommend Xbox. It has a better lineup of games, and PlayStation just doesn't have any games right now. They just don't. There's nothing other than like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is very, very exciting, but that's only a 3 month. That's only 3 months. 3 month exclusive to PlayStation 5. So there's no reason to buy a PlayStation 5 for that one. But Spider-Man 2, that one there is one of those games where that's going to be good for those people that have already got a PlayStation 5, but I don't know if I could recommend, at least until I've played the game, I don't know if I could recommend buying a PlayStation 5 to wait for that game with everything that I know that's coming out for Xbox. If I only had $500, I would buy the Xbox. Because even this is my reasoning before all the PlayStation guys start freaking out on me. Right now, you have a lot more announced Xbox games already coming out. Every single one of those games will be on Game Pass, so you can theoretically play them for as cheap as $16 or like $15 or like $1 for 2 weeks. You can get in there and you can try these games. So that there will help you save money if you made a bad decision, so that you can buy a PlayStation 5 and have them both. I cannot recommend the PlayStation 5 over what PlayStation or over what Xbox has out right now for one game. Like, I can't do that. And everything that's already on the PlayStation, man, I don't know. I don't know. Most of that you could have played on your PlayStation 4, so it doesn't matter. I only play Cyberpunk for now. I see some benchmarks. Even at ray tracing, it still manages 3090. Yeah, that it is true, Bugsy. You are getting solid performance, even with ray tracing all on. I can turn on all of that ray tracing, and I still get good performance with that card, man. With my 7900 XT. Forza, yeah, dude. Forza should be taking their money any day now. Is it even worth trying path tracing on 6750 XT? Yeah, like 1080p, bro. Try it, see it. Just turn on Ultra FSR, bro. It doesn't put all your settings at quality. Put everything at like max quality. Turn on path tracing. Put on FSR to ultra quality. Get in there and see how it looks, bro. Don't do it on 4K. You do it on like 1440p or 1080p, and you get a really good image quality. Like, you get very nice image quality. I don't know why everybody says that it's trash. Like, it's not trash, bro. It's not trash. It might have like a little bit of a like a little flickering or whatever, like on some stuff, but you still get the full freaking like high quality textures and everything. Like, you get all of that. You're just playing around with your resolution and letting it upscale so it doesn't look all jaggedy. That's all you're doing. I mean, oh my gosh. Dude, there's so much anti-negativity about like FSR and stuff, and it's like he'll sit like they'll sit there and they'll complain about a bush being fuzzy, but they don't complain about the ray tracing being fuzzy. There's no freaking reason to like sit there and believe any of that. 7900 XT is around a 3080 performance with path tracing turned on for Cyberpunk. Do you have a 7900 XT X? Tinfoil for Hey man, everybody wants negativity. Let's give them some. That's the only way they want to show up is talk about anything. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, due to 3080 performance with, no, it's not. Due to 3080 is 10 gigabytes of VRAM, bro. Your 7900 XTX is going to be better than that. You didn't get my live notification? YouTube is very bad. What's up, Dakashi? I don't know how to say that, my friend. I don't know, dude. I start to get annoyed with all of the comments about Nvidia. It's like, if you Nvidia bros wanted me to ever buy an Nvidia graphics card again, you're going about it the wrong way, dude. You are seriously just pushing me farther away from Nvidia with the comments. You don't even make good comments. Like, you don't even make good comments. I don't care about the magic. First of all, like, I don't care about the magic. DLSS is not a selling point to me. FSR is not a selling point to me. Those are not selling points to me, period. They're not. I don't care about those things. I am not going to pay a premium for magic. I'm not going to do it. I will not. I bought into Nvidia already twice. I will not do it again. I'm not going back to Nvidia for magic. Like, I don't care. I've looked at the benchmarks and the performance of what a 4080 and a 4090 can do. I've seen it with my own two eyes, with people showing you these cards running this game. I am not impressed enough to pay an extra premium for that. I'm not going to do it. That makes zero freaking sense to me. I'm not going to go out there and buy anything for one game. One game uses DLSS 3.5, and it's only in pad tracing. Only one game. I am not going to go spend all of that money right now for an NVIDIA graphics card when it might take a while for 3.5 to actually start working on regular ray tracing. Yeah, dude. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Well, okay, yeah. Path tracing works on my card. It works on my card. I can get a playable frame rate on Cyberpunk with my card, dude. Like, there's no reason for me to go out and buy that. Am I gonna play through the Phantom Liberty DLC with that path tracing on? No, I'm not gonna play through it like that. So why would I even care? Literally, the only thing that is exciting about path tracing for Cyberpunk right now, with the performance of the cards that we have on the market today, is simply for benchmarking purposes only. That's it. How many of you guys are actually playing this game with your frame gen in this mode and actually playing the game and enjoying it? I can go through all of my friends that I know that are on Steam. Gosh dang this stupid freaking music. What the freak, dude? I can go through here and I can look at this. All of my friends. Okay, Something Wrong's played 20 hours recently. This guy's played 2.5 hours, 2.9 hours, and 118 minutes. Everybody's just benchmarking this game, dude. That is all anybody is doing, is benchmarking it. The only person playing it is Something Wrong and me. I've put in about, well, I've done a lot of benchmarking, but I was just playing around with it on the ROG Ally, checking out that, seeing what I could do with that one. Checkerbirds. Go Sapphire Pulse. I only need a good raster for the games I already have. Don't care about the flashy new games. Well, you want to have yourself set up to where you can play those games, but I don't know, dude. My go-to card for most people right now is probably 7800 XT. I think that's probably the best value for everything on the market right now. For a solid 1440p experience, I recommend a 7800 XT. That's, that if I would have had that option for the 7800 XT when I bought this, I probably would have bought that card. I'll check it. I'll check and see if Cyberpunk. I can't play first person shooters with the PS5 controller, so that's why I haven't even tried. DualSense is the best feature for Cyberpunk. Maybe better than graphics, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. That's so bad. Oh gosh. Oh, it probably is pretty good. It probably works all right. FSR DLSS hard pass. I would rather play at lower settings. 30 FPS doesn't ruin games for me. I also considered my old favorite games, and I can forever play them at 4K. See, exactly, dude. The 7900 XT. When I play anything from Generation 8, it blows the doors off those games. Like literally blows the doors off those games, man. The newer games, I'm getting much better 4K performance on these newer games than I ever thought I was gonna get. 6950 XT is a little faster. For what? For the 6950? I'm done buying my graphics card until I need a new upgrade. Like I'm not gonna go out and buy another graphics card. I'm not gonna do it. I have more things that I would rather invest my money in than sitting here buying new graphics cards just to test them out for these companies. If they want me to test their graphics cards, they can send them to me, and then I'll play around with them, and then I'll let you know what I think about it. Maybe Nvidia will start sending me their free graphics cards. It'd probably be cheaper instead of paying these guys to come and fill up my fill up the instead of being toxic in my thing. Maybe they should just send me one. Is slower than a 7900 XT and faster than a 7800 XT. Yeah, well, I would go with the 7800 XT just because it's going to have. If you're building your car, your PC right now, 7900 XT is where I would go. I don't see a sense in buying buying older technology. That to me, yeah, I don't see a sense in doing that. I would just go with the new one. I wasn't out back then. You say you could have bought 6950 XT for 650. Yeah, I could have, but I wanted a next generation card. I wanted new generation card. Yeah. Well, why would I buy old gen, dude? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. The 20 gigs of VRAM was pretty much the selling point. I possibly would have bought the 69 or the 7800 XT for $500 with the 16 gigs of VRAM. That to me would have been a good. Well, see, that's the thing. Everybody always says they're basically the same, but we all know that's not true. We all know that's not true. I mean, think about it. The 4060 Ti and the 3060 Ti are basically the same, but we all know that frame gen only works on one of those cards. We all know that you know what I mean? Like we all know that you get better benefits with the newer stuff than you do with the older stuff. So no, they're basically not the same. Period. They're not the same. Yeah, you'll get better support and it'll last a little bit longer. Okay, maybe the 6000 series are better in VR. I don't know. I know that my VR works just fine on my Meta Quest 2. It works just fine. I didn't have any problems with that. Getting in there and playing with Meta Quest 2, I didn't have any problem with it. Very nice image quality. I was able to max everything out just fine. Yeah. I mean, my 7900 XT blows me away. Blows me away, sirs. Oh, yeah, it's just nobody's really playing Cyberpunk until the game comes out. So, I mean, we'll find out. We will definitely find out. Instead of triples for sim racing, but it was a little bit discouraged because VR used to suck in 7000 series. Um, Dude, I bought like you could probably get a MetaQuest 2 pretty cheap right now, Johnny. I would get it with the if you're gonna do it, make sure you get the Oculus cable. Don't get any of them cheap ones on Amazon. I already bought some of those and they were absolute garbage. wouldn't hold a signal. This one here boots up every time, just like PSVR 2 with the PSVR. Yeah, dude. Question: do you notice a difference in FPS above, let's say? No, I don't. I do notice. Okay, here's my thing. This is how I perceive this, the FPS thing. In racing games, yes, I do perceive a difference after, 80, 90 frames, whatever. Like racing games is like the only thing. Um, Anything above 60, I do notice it, but then with varying levels of, like, 80 frames feels like 90 frames. You know what I mean? Anything up to like 80 frames a second is like, you can, well, you can generally kind of tell. Once it starts going above 60, it usually just gets a lot more smooth. For me anyways. For me. Like I don't notice it. Ooh, man, keep up the good work. Pulled the trigger on my X 7900 XT. Watching it. Nice, dude. Nice. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having fun and saving some money and buying yourself a shiny new ROG Ally to go with your 7900 XT with the money you saved from buying a 4090. Think about it, dude. You could get a 7900 XT and a ROG Ally and have more fun. 240 hertz? See, I don't know. I haven't tried to play anything that high. I like my quality graphics, so I don't know if I have any games that my screen maxes out at 165. So I maybe someday I'll get one that has a higher refresh rate. but right now, man, dude, 165 frames in a racing game absolutely feels incredible. Mainly in racing games, though. That but I play mostly everything with the controller too, so I'm not going to notice all the extra. I'm not going to notice a lot of the stuff, a lot of the super high frame rate, because I play with the controller. Yeah, 850. Yeah, dude, I have no desire to overclock at all. Racing games like Counter Strike and Apex, Warzone. Yeah, Alienware 240 hertz. Just swapped the W 175 hertz. I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna keep covering my AMD. So I mean, the people that are coming to the channel and like being negative about AMD, dude, just stop, because I'm not gonna start. You're just making it so I will. You're just making me not like Nvidia even more. Yeah, that's all you're doing, man. I promise you, that's all you're doing. Like as it sits right now, like I could go either way for my next upgrade. Like I could go Nvidia, or I could go AMD. But like if you guys keep being negative when I'm covering my AMD card, dude, like it's gonna start to wear me out, bro. It's gonna wear me down like it started doing with PlayStation. Like it started doing with PlayStation, with all the negative PlayStation guys coming here all the time trying to, what are you talking about? Xbox is trash. And I'm like, no, dude, PlayStation. It made me look at PlayStation even harder. And that's what you guys are doing with Nvidia. Especially for the Linux support. Just wish the ray tracing. Okay, well, what do you mean by the ray tracing? That's what I'm saying, bro. Go get an AMD card, try the ray tracing for yourself, let yourself decide instead of listening to what everybody else says about it, because it might surprise you. It might surprise you that the games that are heavily freaking the games that are heavily optimized for Nvidia cards for the ray tracing, they do work fairly well with the AMD card. But then there's games that are made for AMD that are even better. I don't understand why people got to get upset. It's just like a bunch of little crybabies, man. If Nvidia is so good, why do you got to be here to defend it? You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. If Nvidia is so good, why are you being rude? Why are you being rude about AMD? And that's the thing, dude. Like, it is not a big enough gap. It's not a big enough gap, bro. It's literally like PlayStation first party games versus Xbox first party games. There's not a big enough gap there anymore to really definitively say one is better than the other. I don't think that Nvidia makes a better product than what AMD has to offer. Like, I just don't. As well, like they would skip over the game AMD did better. Exactly. They skip over the games that AMD does better, or they bang on and bang on about how AMD graphics cards should be cheaper. There's always a reason for you to not pick up an AMD over Nvidia. And once you get an AMD card and you actually see it with your own eyes in your own environment, like out in the wild, you're like, wow, this is nowhere near as bad as these guys led me to believe it was. It is actually very, very good. What do you mean? Why does it bother me? It doesn't bother me at all. Like the Nvidia bros that are coming to once you see these things in the wild, Crocky, look, another AMD called in the wild. Performance and you being happy with it, isn't it? I'm happy with it. I am definitely happy with my AMD graphics card. How much is Nvidia paying you, C5? How much do they pay you to show up and defend Nvidia? I really do. I think Nvidia pays a lot of you guys to come over here and consistently, like, nobody, dude, would I don't know, unless a 5, maybe 12. You get free cards, dinner with Jensen. I bet that. Yeah. See, how much does Nvidia pay you, Onyx? What do you mean? The only person that look. I'm not the one that's like saying the freaking negative stuff, bro. The next generation is much better. Shouldn't be, dude. These generations are not that much better than each one. You should listen to yourself, man. If you like, if you look at the product, bro, and you're like, okay, cool, that's a good product. Maybe I want to give it a try, bro. You should go with your gut feeling, man, instead of like jumping from YouTube channel to YouTube channel to like reinforce you're already thinking about a product you already have. Go buy the product, man. Try it. If it doesn't work for you, take it back and get the one that works for you, man. That's what you guys should do. You guys should stop watching all of us YouTubers. Buy your own products and enjoy them, man. Whatever one is better, you know what I mean? You guys should do that. I just like to get on YouTube and talk about the stuff I like, dude. You always defend Nvidia. Bro, since I bought this, come on, Onyx. Since I bought this card, you went and bought 3 Nvidia GPUs. You could have bought one AMD card to see if your biases are true. You could have bought one. You could have bought one, stuck it in a PC, and been like, oh, yeah, yep, it's trash, and then took it back and got rid of it, bro. But you didn't even do that. You won't even do that. You insist that, like, yeah, dude, you bought what did you do? You went and bought a 3070, then you went and bought a 3080, then you got a 30 freaking 9 or 4090, all in the time, like one of those cards that you could have been like, okay, cool, I'll get an AMD card and check it out, man. My friend Frog says they're good, but you didn't even do that. Yeah, I mean, $1,200 for 4090. Yeah, dude, whatever. I mean, I probably would have. I don't know if I would have bought it, but yeah, dude, I think you got a good deal for your case scenario. But I'm telling you, man, if you're never willing to try anything else, you're always going to be stuck with that product, man. Like I guarantee it that I don't know, man. I do guarantee. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like people who buy Nvidia graphics cards are gonna feel the need to want to upgrade before I'll feel the need to upgrade. Neural intersection function and is trying to improve ray tracing with AI like Nvidia probably for the next RX 8000 to enjoy a game or two. AMD and Nvidia are all the same. The corpse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know if I would have spent that. No, because I had a budget, bro. I had like a $900, well, 800. I had an $800 budget for a graphics card. That's what I set for myself. That's what my wife set for me too. Like that's what we agreed that I was okay to spend at that particular time of the year. And then I ended up spending more on the for the upgrading the whole PC. Like that was planned. Like we were planning on just rebuilding the whole PC or whatever, but we ended up doing it sooner, and it kind of sucked, man. Like it kind of put some of the other stuff that we wanted to do on the back burner. But yeah, my budget for that graphics card was $800. I don't think my wife would have went for with the problems with the issues I started telling her about the 3080, dude. There was no way she was going to let me spend that much money again on something that because I kept telling her I needed more VRAM. How am I going to tell her like, yeah, baby, this one's going to be great? Yeah, but I did try FSR on the 3080 and it was trash. It wasn't that great. But now that I try it on an AMD card that it's actually tuned and optimized for, it works a lot better. AMD, I do think the FSR looks better on an AMD card. Points though, I don't make stupid argument like the others have. Onyx, some of your points are valid because you do find a good bargain on your cards. Like you do. Like if you were paying full price, then it would be a different story. But you finding bargains for your cards, that makes me feel like, yeah, dude, you not even you're willing to pay for that. So you obviously don't believe that Nvidia is the best because you're not even willing to pay full price for those cards. That makes it different. But these people that are willing to run out there and pay MSRP or over the freaking cost of what these things are, no, man. That to me is just blind freaking that's just blind freaking faith in a product, dude. I would never pay over MSRP for a freaking for an AMD graphics card. If the scalpers get them, the scalpers can keep them. And I'm not saying that Nvidia is not a bad freaking product. I never said that Nvidia was a bad product. I just said that Nvidia's practices make it make it impossible for you to like really have faith that you're going to be getting a good deal when you buy their cards. Yeah, now look at you, Artemis. Now you're sad all the time. Now you're sad all the time, man. You've given AMD plenty of its props, even though I prefer Nvidia. But have you bought an AMD card? You can sit and give it props all you want. When you feel like you're sitting on a high looking down, when you feel like you're sitting up high looking down, yeah, it's easy to give props. Oh yeah, they look like they might be good for whatever, but ooh, not for me. You know what I mean? Like when you're sitting up on a pedestal looking down on something, it's easy to give it props. But when you're actually living the life with it, it's a little bit different. Use logic when buying a card. I personally don't feel like it's logical to buy a 4080 new for, yeah. That to me is just madness. That to me, like if I would have put my budget at a 4080, a 7900 XTX would have been a much better buy. I mean, I was sitting there looking at like Onyx sent me a freaking video today, and it was a video that I'd already been watching, and like this dude right here puts in. I took pictures of it. I took pictures of it. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something that you probably didn't know. Where the heck is that picture at? Can't be that one. Dude, maybe I didn't get a picture of like the 15 frames a second. So this 4080 was getting like 15 frames a second with the thing on. My card gets 7, and then 34 with quality. 4K quality was getting 34 frames. 34 frames, dude. So obviously you can't use it at quality. And then when he went down to like performance or something is when he was able to get 60 frames a second. And then oh no, that was with frame gen. That was with frame gen. He was able to get 60 frames. And then it was like performance was like 47 frames. That right there just tells me that it's like, dude, that is dumb. That is ridiculous. 4K gaming, there's no point. Is it really a beast? Like, what's the 4090 getting with without frame gen and all of that stuff? If path tracing is only good with frame gen, then it shouldn't be used. It shouldn't be used at all. 4K maxed out with frame gen. With frame gen and DLSS quality, you get 70 frames a second. 70 frames. Okay. Does it feel okay to play though? I mean, like, if you're okay playing it with frame gen or whatever, I mean that's fine, you know. But 70 frames, man, you're paying so much money for that. 4090 destroy the regular RT. Well, yeah. Well, what frame rate are you getting with regular IT? With regular RT? I don't know, man. Like, how long are you guys gonna play this game for? That's the thing, man. Are you gonna play it for like is this a game that like you guys want to put like tons of hours into it, or are you just gonna get on there, check it out, and then move back onto your other games? That's the thing, dude. You're gonna buy this, or you're gonna pay for all this money for something that you're gonna look at for an hour or two. You know, most of the guys that I've seen that own Cyberpunk, they're on there for what, 2.5 hours, 2.9 hours, 118 minutes. Okay, that's not enough to beat that game. It's about 20 to 20 hours or so. Going to use FSR frame gen and Cyberpunk when it comes? No, no. I've already decided I'm just going to play it at. I'll probably just when Phantom Liberty launches, I'm probably just going to play it 4K, 4K without ray tracing, because I don't need anything to play it at 4K. Like, I get 4K 60 without anything, so I'll probably just play it regularly. 70 frames, really good for pad tracing. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, the path tracing looks incredible on Cyberpunk. Like, it really does. I don't have a problem with it, but I'm just gonna play it with pure rasterized with pure rast. Yeah, I want to know how much Jensen's paying you guys, bro. Doesn't sound like you guys are getting a very good deal having to buy those cards. Path tracing does enhance the lighting effects and stuff. Like, it does. Like, I'm not going to say it doesn't, but yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't think the tech is really there yet, bro. I think in like two more card generations, it'll probably be fine. Doesn't make high end 8,000 series. How do we know that, dude? It's just there's always these leaks and rumors about AMD doom and gloom. Would I ever game with Dreamcast guy? Sure, why not? It does have Jensen free card all over it. He's like, man, I saw you over there in that Frog Boys podcast thing. We're gonna go ahead and give you a 4090 so you can torment him a little more. Or actually, Jensen went into whatchamacallit, uh, Micro Center. He saw Onyx going to walk in there, and he ran in there real quick and put a 4090 at $1,200, knowing that Onyx couldn't resist. He's like, yeah, I'll get this guy to go against Frog Boy. But I'm gonna make him pay me $1,200. Oh dang. I haven't used FrameGen. I'll find out when it comes out for my AMD card though, and I'll let you know how I feel about it. Yeah, I've never used it. I'm just saying that like the performance that I'm getting right now, I'm okay with. Like you got to understand, like when I first played through Cyberpunk, I played through the whole game at 30 frames per second. I played through the whole game at 30 frames per second, and it felt fine for me. I got used to it, and I was able to line up my shots pretty well. I got pretty good at that. So over time, like I can play Cyberpunk at really low frame rate. Like I'm okay with that. 50% code last code was probably love Nvidia. Ooh. Yeah, it is exactly. It is what it is, man. Like I don't see why people gotta. I don't understand why people are so quick to defend Nvidia if it's so great. You don't know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about, dude. I bought an Nvidia graphics card. I bought a couple of them, and they turned out to be not a good investment. They turned out to be not a good investment. I don't. I think that you should be very smart when you do buy Nvidia. I will never blindly buy. This is the best product in the world. I'll never blindly do that again, dude. That was pretty bad, dude. I'm still I'm not as butthurt anymore about it, but I am, dude, because $800, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, bro. That's like two truck payments, man. That's like two of my truck payments to spend on a graphics card that didn't even last me a year. So yeah, I am a little bit bitter about that. I don't have these guys sending me free graphics cards, bro. I can't sit here and be like, oh, I can't drool over them like they can, bro. I don't. I have to pay for mine. I bet if Alex Battaglia and all of these other dudes had to start paying for their graphics card, what's up, Titus? I bet if they had to start paying for their 4090s, I think they would be a little bit more. I don't think they would be as like glowing praises about it. But when you get something for free, yeah, it's a little bit easier to be happy about it. Awesome using frame gen. Dude, Jedi Survivor's just bad. Just not that great performance. You guys are paid shills. You guys are paid shills, man. Well, actually, you're not paid shills. You guys pay Nvidia to shill for Nvidia. That's so bad. That's so bad. Wait, you paid for your 4080? I don't know. What's how you paid for your 4080? I am an AMD shill, bro. I'm happy with their product, so I'm talking about it. So technically, yeah, I'm shilling their product for free. I paid to shill their product, dude. They've probably sold more AMD graphics cards off of my content than freaking, you know what I mean? New processor is awesome. It makes my games so much smoother and faster. Keep up the good content. Love the channel. Wait, you got a new processor? You got a new one, Michael? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Campaign truly is only the start of Cyberpunk. Still doing the Giga The gigs to this day at my own pace. Um, I did. I played right through the campaign when I first got it. And I was waiting for him to like fix it or whatever so I could play more. But then other games came out and I just never went back to it. See Vibes driving past those palm trees like sparklers. I like them sparklers. They look like sparklers on Nvidia graphics cards too, man. Oh dang! I technically am, dude. I am freaking shilling, bro. Like, why wouldn't I be? The trends of graphics card looks good at a distance, but don't let but don't let this skirt. That's so bad, dude. Oh, that's so true though, man. It's like, dude, I really do feel like Nvidia graphics cards, bro, or like PlayStation first party games are like, just don't go too far out of bounds and it won't fall apart, dude. It's like, oh man, you're gonna need a little bit more VRAM for that. And it's like, nope. Content creators are shills. All of us. Every single content creator is a shill, bro. Every single one of them. Every single one of them, me included. We are all freaking shills, bro. We are all technically influencers. None of us are experts. We're all influencers. As soon as that makes sense to you and it clicks in your brain that we're all just influencers, bro, you'll probably be a lot better off, man. You'll probably be a lot better off. I personally don't want to see anybody that watches my channel wasting their money, dude. I don't want to see you wasting your money. That's why, when I do find a product, like my 7900 XC, I try to tell you guys about it. Like, hey guys, maybe give this a try before wasting all that money on an Nvidia card. You might be okay with this. But you guys flip it around and be like, no, AMD is just trash. It's just garbage. Yeah, the internet said so. And I'm like, dude, who cares what the internet said? Go get it, try it for yourself, and see if you like it. It might save you a lot of money. My guy, you mock your viewers and wonder why people come in and mock you. Dude, go away. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. I don't mock my viewers. I don't mock my viewers. I mock the freaking little fellas like you that like come in here, you little keyboard warrior. A rough rug doesn't have so much fun when he isn't sure if the car's driving up the road and love to scrap a metal. Oh dang. Trust Gamers Nexus and places like that. Lisa Sue will send you a red shield. I hope so. I hope they send me something. V6 Mustang that buys a performance chip turbo. Oh, it's faster. Can you trust me to give a fair analysis on Nvidia and how much you hate Jensen? I don't hate Nvidia. I don't know why you think I hate Nvidia. I just do not. I do not think that Nvidia's products are worth the money they're asking for them, dude. Like, I just don't. I don't hate them. Would I use an Nvidia graphics card again? Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I? But would I go out and spend that extra money on one, knowing that AMD has a freaking dang good product? No, dude, no. Ryzen for 3500X. I upgraded to a Ryzen 7 5800X. So much faster. Games that I cannot run, I can now run. Nice, yeah. The bros are stern tonight. They always are, man. Lisa Sue's bedrooms. Yeah. 130 hours in Starfield and not even halfway through the main story. Next is Remnant 2. Armored Core 6 and Liza P. Too much shit to play. I really did want to work on Armored Core this weekend, but I did not. I have to be able to like devote that time to Armored Core because I know it's gonna challenge me. What? Stirring Dames Village. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is, J man. It, it's not a question of like, like, yeah, obviously you get a little bit better performance with like a 4080, like a little bit better. But is it worth that money? He said he got a 5800X. No, I didn't finish Remnant 2. I probably never will. Like I'll play it with people, but I'll probably never finish it. I played for a while on the Xbox. I played a lot on the Xbox with people from the community. But like the PC version, I haven't put a whole lot of time into it. Yeah, get all your money out of that. Back to Nvidia with the 50 series, why his lights are always green. You never know, man. I might go back to Nvidia, dude. If I have to upgrade next generation and AMD doesn't have a top end card, maybe I will. Maybe I will. If a 5080 comes out and it's got like 20 gigs of VRAM, maybe I would consider going back, dude. But I'm not going to go back for, it just depends. Remnant 1 was very tough. Remnant 1 almost made me not want to buy Remnant 2. Now it soothes your eyes. Ooh. Top end card don't mix. I don't know, man. They've got two of the fastest cards on the market now, the 7900 XTX and the 7900 XT. So it sounds like they can do high end graphics cards. That Pinocchio game is, yeah. Liza P. I played a little bit of it. I don't know. I've still got it downloaded, so maybe I'll continue playing it. But, oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I said I was going to go live at about 5 o'clock, and yeah, that didn't happen. Hope the second isn't as bad. LOL. I think for 1440p, AMD is best value. 79 and the 6700 XT. I got one for the 220, and it runs almost every game between 60 and 100 FPS, ultra high. Nice. I think, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that I think that like me jumping into the Nvidia series and the 3000 series was probably not very good. Was probably not a very good. See, if I would have been there with like a 2080 or something, or like a 2080 and had like that performance from a 2080 and then went to a 3080, with like the same amount of like VRAM, whatever. That there would have been different because I would have been like, what the hell? But you know, I probably would have been able to like justify like a 4080, but you say upgrade 10,000 I 2028. uh, you're banned from Nvidia now. Jensen signed the executive order. Well, that's fine. He can ban me all he wants. The 2000 series was trash frog. I know, man. Maybe if I would have bought a 2000 series, maybe I would have been like, maybe I'd have been able to justify a 4080. Maybe I'd have been able to walk away from Nvidia for life. 12 gig one, like we advised you, or waited 2 months, like we also advised you. You wouldn't be so salty. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, well, how many of them other people went out there and bought that 3080 and they're pretty salty about it too? They can blacklist me all they want. I'll just have Onyx send me one. Yeah, Frog, you got too excited on the same. Exactly, man. Just dude, I fell for all of the freaking Nvidia hype and FOMO and all of that shit, dude. Like I did. And now I regret it. Like I really feel like I shouldn't have wasted my money there. I should have just went AMD in the first place. Then I would probably still have my 6800 XT right now. If I would have just went with freaking, if I would have just went with AMD the first time, I'd probably still be happy, dude. I'd probably still be playing my games. I should have just went with AMD. But I believed everybody telling me that Nvidia is the best. I know. The more you buy, the more you save, right? The more you buy, the more you save. Well, let's look at it from this point of view. I started this gaming channel to talk about games on my consoles, on my Xbox and my PS5. Then I had to get a PC so that I could run the channel because the channel started growing. Now I'm stuck in this never-ending freaking hamster wheel of PC gaming, and it's actually starting to annoy me. How's the temperature on the rag? Very hot. It gets very hot, man. It gets hot, but I've been like, dude, I keep it plugged in. I keep it on 30 watts, and I let it freaking heat up. Because if this thing's going to break, let it break, and then I'll send it back and get another one. I went Nvidia from AMD 5700 XT and bought three 3080s. All had issues. So back to AMD. It can happen to everybody, anybody with both Team Red and Green. But I have to go with what has worked so good for me. Yeah. I think it would be harder, honestly, guys, at this point. It would be harder for me to give up AMD than it was to give up Nvidia. It would be harder. It would definitely be harder. I don't know, man. I guess that people just have like these. See, I think that there's like something instilled in like PC gaming to have you always chasing the highest frame rate, and so like you'll overlook other stuff to try to hit that frame rate, and like most of the time, like the frame rates that I get on the 7900 XT to me are 100% playable. So I'm not in that mindset yet of like frame rate, max frame rate yet. Like I'm not in that mindset just yet. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Someday I'll be there. Someday I'll definitely be there. Oh, hard enough learning the mechanics of software PC gaming. Frog is a true AMD. Frog is a true AMD is like Deion Sanders, but Nvidia is like primetime. I don't know. They better release a high-end GPU next year. Why? I don't care, dude. If they don't release a high-end GPU, that just means I might not have to upgrade. You play 4K, 1080p, 1440p is cheap. Oh yeah, and like theoretically, I should be set with 1440p for a while. I just want 60 and above, and the games keep forcing me to upgrade to achieve this. I know. Oh dang, cheap is relative, but yeah, compared to 4K monitors. Oh, because they have all be very easy builds. It works so well for me. Nice. My luck for sure, but I would buy Nvidia. It's just price performance is what I want. Yeah, I do. I do kind of feel like Nvidia puts themselves in. I I don't know, man. Like I kind of get that feeling from Nvidia, like they're like like, oh, this is the best we'll give you for this or whatever. It's almost like they despise PC gamers. The 4080, the 4090 can't even play Cyberpunk at native 1440p 60 FPS with path tracing on, so no, 1440p isn't cheap. Can it play it at 1080p? Can it do 1080p path tracing 60? Oh, oh, well, that's the whole thesis that they sold the 4090 on is it could do path tracing, but it can't even do 1440p. That's what I'm saying, man. We keep buying into this stupid stuff, man, for nothing. At this point, like, no, I don't really think so. C5. I do think the 4080 is the weak one out of all of them, just because of the VRAM. But if that 4080 would have had 20 gigs of VRAM, I probably would have bought one, man. I probably would have bought one. I probably would have like forced myself to do it. It's Cyberpunk's fault. Oh, the 4090. Yeah, blame the game. Blame the game, not the hardware. Well, if that's the case, if that's the case, Ludus, don't even buy a 4090 because it isn't what you want. You want 4K 60 path tracing, dude, and that card can't do it. So I wouldn't buy it. 4090 is a smarter buy than a 4080. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's $400 more. If you're gonna buy a 4080, you might as well just buy the 4090. No, well, it's talking about pad tracing, like, well, it's not going to be future tech if everybody keeps trying to downplay the AMD cards can do it too. You need AMD card buyers to buy into it as well. Like, you have to for that tech to start being more widely used. You have to have everybody on board, bro. You can't just be like, "Ah, this is just locked to the 40 to the Nvidia cards." Like, you can't do that, man. You can't look at somebody on an AMD card and be like, "Oh, that's trash." Like, you can't do that. That makes zero sense to me. If you want people to adopt that technology and spend more money, you have to play, like, you have to show everybody, like, "Hey, man, yeah, you can do this on the AMD graphics card. You're gonna have to make some extra sacrifices, but check it out and see if that." You have to have everybody excited about this technology for it to work. Nvidia is not going to be able to carry this load all by themselves. Was going to be a thing with the 4090, then they didn't do their research. We are at least a couple of generations from path tracing. Yeah, that's what I think. I think 60. I think the 6090 will probably be where it's at. Like, I don't think the 50 cards are going to do a whole lot better either. I have one for 4K, one for 1440p, one for my movie library editing, and one I use for work. It's nice. Exactly. AMD cards can't do it this gen. You know it, Frog. It works just fine on mine. It works just fine on my card. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to. I'm pretty sure I could get a playable frame rate of 1440p on the 7800 XT and the 7700 XT. Maybe on the 7700 XT it'd be 1080p, but you can definitely run path tracing on those cards. You can easily do that. I mean, your experience is going to be 30 frames a second, but that is 100% playable. 100% playable. I'm getting 40 something frames. 7900 XT will last 7 years easy with 20 gigs of VRAM. My 5700 XT is still going great. Nice. Games still don't even have dynamic lighting in 2023 path tracing. uh, it's aspirational for the Radeon Bros. out in the wasteland. They see the green shiny city. No, they don't. People love AMD, bro. See, that's the thing, man. Only the Nvidia bros, like, see, that's the thing, man. The AMD guys are seem to be a lot more calm-minded individuals. You know what I mean? They're almost like the Xbox guys. It's weird. It's weird. 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 It's loosely playable. Okay, yeah, it is. It is playable at like 15 frames a second. Oh, yeah, you're talking about with Magic. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up, UTF? Oh, you with 4K buy high price monitor, 4K or 4K TV. 30 FPS. You should have played Starfield on the Xbox. I know. Yeah, I did play Starfield on the Xbox. I beat it twice. I beat it once on the PC and once on the Xbox. 6800 is for the true man GeForce. Uh, Next CPU though will be the AMD most likely. GPU is sticking with Nvidia until AMD can release a top end card to compete with Nvidia. Okay. I personally think that the cards that they have right now are competing very well at a solid price point. Nose to his room, so it won't come down for Xmas dinner. Oh no, I doubt that. I'd rather play a game at 30 frames a second on console without the stutter screen tear every. Oh, it's really not that bad, Pella. It's not that bad. Starfield is only bad on Nvidia graphics cards. It runs just fine on AMD hardware. Oh gosh. Okay. With ray tracing. You all missed that. I traded my 8 gig 5500 XT for a 1080 Ti mistake. Oh, why is everybody emotional? Don't be emotional. Yeah, FSR sucks with on Nvidia cards for some reason. That's very true, man. Or maybe it just doesn't suck. Maybe you just think it sucks. I don't know. Whenever I played it on 4K, I was using the FSR and it didn't look bad to me at all. It did not look bad to me at all, sirs. Uh, Lots of shimmies. I didn't see it. You've got a much stronger card than I do, Artemis. That's the thing, bro. If I'm not seeing shimmies on my AMD card, my 7900 XT, it's kind of hard for me to take that at face value, bro. If I'm not getting a whole lot of shimmering on my card when I play it at 4K, it's really hard for me to take that at face value when I know the 4090 is more powerful than my card. I've put up 4K videos of that of Starfield on my AMD card, bro, using FSR, and it does not look shimmery. Like it does not look shimmery at all. Not to an extent that you would be like, oh my gosh, that's so ugly. I mean, you might see it in like a little crevice way far away, but not like right in your face when you're playing. Like you guys act like the whole freaking frame is just unstable and it's just all fizzly and stuff, and it's not. Maybe I'm just not as sensitive to it as like everybody else is. Because I've been a console gamer my whole life. I've went from dude, we used to get some of the worst shimmering ever on the Sega Dreamcast. Like all of the like in Shenmue 1 and 2, bro. Those games had so much temporal instability in them. They like you just kind of get used to it. You know, sure, I think sorry, maybe just work better. That's probably the case. That's probably the case. Let me check this out real quick. Let me let me just let me just look at this while we're sitting here being some freaking friendly people to each other, having some fun, playing some bidgy games. Let me just jump over here on the Xbox thing right here. It's my birthday and nobody cares. AMD Warriors, Apollo Marines. That's freaking hilarious, my dude. Wait, what's going on behind there? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Recently updated. Dude, that game there probably freaking downloaded all the way. Oh, I hope it didn't download to C, bro. Where's Starfield? There it is. I've got 11 friends playing this right now. Okay, so I'm going to check it out real quick, guys. I'm going to run it at 4K. The last time I was playing this was on the my Steam Deck impersonator. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Make this bigger real quick. Okay, so I'm going to be checking it out over here. I wouldn't put it past Nvidia to make FSR not work. Yeah. Well, Alex Battaglia, I'm pretty sure he just tries to run FSR on all of his Nvidia cards. So yeah, dude, like it probably just. I remember when I tried FSR on my 3080, bro. Like it was not good looking at all. Like it was not good looking at all. But now that I'm playing it on this, man, like it does not look anywhere near as bad as I seen it on that 3080, guys. The next time I'm pretty sure eventually I'll end up with another Nvidia graphics card. I mean, that's just the way of things. I'm pretty sure it's possible. Like I would never rule out not doing it, but I do like Nvidia or AMD software, man. I really do like it. Worked on all cards and on older GeForce cards. But then again, man, like AMD has tuned, has tuned that to work for. All right, let's see. We can get into this game now. XESS, it just depends on the game. It just depends on the game. Like if you're using like quality, the ones that I tried it on Hogwarts Legacy, and then what's it called? Cyberpunk recently, and what's that other one? Remnant 2. My buddy. Misses Adrenaline. Adrenaline software is incredible, and that there is almost enough to keep me on AMD, dude. That's incredible. All right, display. Let's see. We're going to run this at 4K. Dynamic resolution, we'll turn that off. Render resolution scale. $80. I'm going to try it at 80 real quick. Ultra. Okay, all right. I'll just use the Ultra. That says 75%. FSR2. And then I'll max out the quality on that. Turn off VRS. And then I'll leave VSync on. him, huh? They all have 4090. Yeah, dude, that looks so freaking clean. I'm like inside right now, though. And I'm getting like 95 frames a second. What the heck? Take. Dude, this looks incredible, man. There's no shimmering. This looks so clean, it's not even funny, man. No unstableness. All right, I got to take this dude out now. Sorry, I'm in that room where there's like tons and tons and tons of freaking bad guy. Like there's like so many dudes in here. They're like taking everybody out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, now they're all taken down. Now we can move through here. I want to get back outside somewhere so I can see like actual.
Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole storeyard is overrun. I crashed on my ship, and I'm heading to London. I'm going to put in another request to get them fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of your thugs are visiting, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Much better odds destroying one of their ships than fighting them all at once.
Let me see if I can just get back out to like my star map or whatever. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't share it just because of the I went live. I went live with YouTube guys because all I see is red. No, that's what you guys all see, man. It's green. Oh shoot, this is dark. Yeah, this just looks clean, man. Even like way out there, there's no fuzziness, man. You just play this at freaking. Yeah. All right, let's go to a different planet. See if I can find a different planet. Dude, I'm sorry, guys. I would think of as far as fine if I didn't have a DLSS button, being totally honest. Major difference with FSR and DLSS on my Nvidia. Yeah, see that's the thing, man. Like if I'm not seeing like a major difference. That's the thing. I don't want to go to Neptune just yet. Let's go to Boo! I'm trying to get back to 4K native. I mean, I can always try it at a lower rate, but this doesn't give me like the option to choose. We're just gonna land. Yeah, DLSS. I've never said that DLSS looks bad. Gosh dang it, dude. Why did it land me at this spot? This is so annoying. It's so annoying. It's backwards. GeForce needs FSR and AMD needs DLSS. I know. Oh no, dude. I mean, if it's not working, if you're saying that it's blurrier on the other one, man, that doesn't make any sense.
Registered starship. We're detecting. Well, it's what we're not detecting. That's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just still along to the contraband check. All right, we're done.
Oh my gosh. Just trying to get back to C5. I actually feared little bro Frog's rig when he tried path tracing on that video. Why did you fear for it? Yeah, dude, everything that you would think would be like fizzly and fuzzy and shit like that on here. Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, if you're looking at the exact same image that I'm looking at, and you're saying that this is fuzzy or doesn't look good, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say to you because I do not see any flickering or any fuzzing or any of that anywhere on this screen at all right now. Not even in crevices, nothing. Not even at first person mode, nothing, dude. No straight lines are all freaking out. The building doesn't look all freaking out. Yeah, dude, there's no fuzz on this, and I'm in Atlantic City, in New Atlantis. There's no fuzz in this. Broad daylight, see all the way out across the freaking world. There's nothing. Gosh damn. That's so annoying, dude. Come on. Why would that come on? Oh. Okay, yeah, dude. Like, I'm not seeing any fuzzy stuff on there, man. Like that. I played through the whole game, the whole freaking game, dude. Never once did I think, oh man, this doesn't look good. A lot in neon when playing earlier. Again, playable but distracting. Hmm. I think that the 3080 and the 7900 XT were pretty close. I believe that I was getting about the same performance on the 3080 for the path tracing. I think it was pretty comparable. But all right, my friends, I have to start getting ready for bed. I got work tomorrow, so I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I got to work tomorrow in the morning. You guys have fun. We will see you guys tomorrow with another video to make you guys mad. No, I'm just joking. No, I want to know how it is on 4K. Onyx. That's the one that matters. That's the one that matters, sir. 4K is all that matters. I thought yeah. That's what I was testing it on. Got to test it on 4K. If you want me to do 4K at 1440p, then it's going to get even worse. He says 4K is terrible. 1440p performance is like 40 to 50 frames. Yeah, the 3080. I tried path tracing on the 3080 when it came out. Remember, path tracing has been in Cyberpunk for a while. You guys all just forget about it? The only thing new to it right now is the DLSS 3.5. I just had never tried the path tracing on the AMD card until this update came out. Actually, I did, but I don't think I ever tried it with like ultra performance or anything like that. So, all right, my friends, I will see you guys later. You guys have fun. Thank you guys for coming tonight.